Hello, welcome to the PhoneWord Forum on Wednesday, May the 27th, 2015. My name is Jay Carpenter. I am the moderator of the PhoneWord Forum, and today is an open session. We'll be talking primarily about developments in naming, addressing, and numbering, as well as blockchain, and maybe touch upon a couple points regarding collaborative development and open source software. So today it's going to be a fairly short segment, I believe, and I anticipate that the PhoneWord forums, at least for the next few months, will be fairly short open sessions. There are no guests planned, but we will be keeping up on some of the current topics in naming, addressing, and numbering, and blockchain, and other areas of interest. So I'm going to switch over to the screen share and go over a couple of points. So this is this month's PhoneWord Forum page, talking about today's session. But there are a couple things that I wanted to point out regarding the blockchain. So on May the 10th, I believe it was, the NASDAQ, which is, I believe, the largest securities exchange in the world, announced that they were going to start experimenting with the blockchain. And although the blockchain is associated with Bitcoin, this is not Bitcoin. They're really experimenting with using the blockchain, which is a decentralized trust architecture with a history that is verified by the community, basically. They're going to start using the blockchain for the purposes of security trading, or securities trading. And included on the page for the PhoneWord Forum this month is a video from the Financial Times business section on how Bitcoin and the blockchain work. In this video, they somewhat collapsed Bitcoin and the blockchain. However, I think it's fairly well done, and it does indicate, and as well as this article that came out from the Financial Times, that it looks like the NASDAQ's going to be stepping up their efforts on experimenting with the blockchain. Another interesting thing that's occurred since last month when we had the PhoneWord Forum, I've had the opportunity to speak with some of the at least local large companies in the area here, which is Arizona. And interestingly enough, they are starting to look at the blockchain as well. And they are starting to set up groups within their, at least, research and development departments to look at the blockchain, what are the impacts and what are the opportunities. So I think the blockchain continues to evolve. It continues to attract attention. I think there are a lot of people that are starting to look at this architecture and this method of creating decentralized trust and authority and other use cases, and they're starting to say, this blockchain looks fairly interesting. So if you go back over the PhoneWord forums and some of the PhoneWord workshops, you'll see that we've talked about the blockchain to a fairly significant degree since the end of last year, 2014, and it seems like the momentum just continues to pick up with the blockchain. The other area is naming, addressing, and numbering, and an all IP network. Well, in that realm, at least in North America, the progress still seems to be sort of in the formative stages, at least in the, I'll call it the legacy groups and the incumbent industry organizations. There is an initiative in the that's underway, actually a trial platform, beta test, if you will, in the SMS 800 toll-free database, where there's an experiment going on with texting to toll-free telephone numbers, and it does look like there's some movement in the toll-free, in the legacy and incumbent toll-free realm, to move into somewhat of an all IP environment. The IETF Modern group, just an update on that, continues to work on their charter to define the scope of their operations and endeavors and so forth. And to my knowledge, they have yet to come to consensus on a charter and what the scope of their efforts will be, but there is fairly active conversation that goes on frequently on the IETF Modern distribution list, where they're looking at, what should be the scope of their activities and what should be their charter. In terms of collaboration and open source, there seems to be more and more interest in collaborative platforms and open source development, and particularly in the WebRTC realm. And I think that there's a rich opportunity to foster collaboration and open source development that continues to grow. So those are pretty much the topics for today. I will bring your attention to the PhoneWord workshops, and the next PhoneWord workshops event will be Wednesday, June 10th, 2015 at 5 p.m. You can go to PhoneWord workshops and under the workshops tab and follow along what's taking place there. There will also be the second PhoneWord workshops will be on Wednesday, June 17th at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. And there is the beginnings of a prototype. If you go to phoneword.net, you will see the login area using Facebook for phoneword.net. And if you actually are logged into your Facebook account and you click on that, then, or even if you aren't logged into your Facebook account, you can click on that and then log in through Facebook. You can go to the second stage, which is this basically chat room area, and you can create a chat room. This does work, and you can actually communicate with other people anywhere in the world. I'll just click on one of these to open up this particular chat room, Jay Carpenter at phonewordworkshops.com. And the intention is to develop this into a rich media connectivity space, and that effort, while it's still underway, has taken a bit of a backseat to another initiative that I'm involved with that is going to be sort of the front burner initiative for the next few months at least. And you'll hear more about that in the coming months as that develops. So, but there is a working platform, and you can go to it and click on any of these, create a chat room yourself, go back and enter a chat message. Hello, Hollywood. And if somebody else were logged in right now, they would see that message, or all the people logged in would see that message, and that's basically working. So with any luck at all, we'll have something that other people can experiment with and collaborate upon for PhoneWord in this beginnings of a demonstration area and a prototype testing area for what's next in naming, addressing, and numbering. So that's pretty much it for today. And I am going to stop the screen share. And go back to the Hangout. Okay, great. So the next PhoneWord Forum will be on Wednesday, June the 24th, 2015 at 4 p.m. Eastern. And again, the expectation is that we will have an open session talking about updates in the industry as well as updates on the prototype that I just showed you and other developments that could occur and take place between now and then. So thank you very much for joining. If you have any questions, please contact me, Jay Carpenter, and you can go to either phoneword.com or phonewordworkshops.com and get my contact information. So thank you for joining, and we look forward to your continued participation. Bye.